What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
Alright, we're waiting for our food here. We're at New Milford Cafe. I thought I'd show a quick glimpse of it. There's the old truck. This place is next to an old set of railroad tracks, or railroad tracks that are still being used. It's a cafe, it's kind of a bar. They serve all kinds of food, including breakfast. You can see they got kind of a patio area back there. They're said it's under construction. But this place is a flour mill from the 1940s, and one of the original owners of the place is 80 years old. She occasionally still comes in. She's not that far away, but it's kind of cool. It's an old place that inside has been redone. This isn't too far from our campgrounds. You can see there's the railroad crossing. Like I said, this was all flour mill stuff at one point, so this is what they did, is produce the flour and then loaded it up on the trains. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So I wanted to show you where we went out for breakfast, because we got rained out and most of our firewood is gone. This is kind of cool down through here. It's in a kind of a back alley situation. Interstate 76 is right up there. That's a major interstate between Ohio and Pennsylvania. Just wanted to clue you guys in. I'm going to go back in. Maybe my food's ready now. There's Heidi. And here I am, and we've survived the downpours. It's supposed to rain possibly again today, and we're probably going to be leaving tonight, even though we have this place until 1 o'clock tomorrow. Again, my son's got to be back at school, and she's got to go back to work.
Yay.
She loves it. We're lucky that we got to go, though, come out when we did, because 2 people called off her work on Friday, and she's the boss. She's the one that fills in. Luckily somebody stepped up. A lot of people are packing up. I finally got some footage of the place. The camera kept on shutting off, and I think I've got a workaround for it. Yep, here we are. We're waiting for the one more rain to come down, I'm sure. We got the tarps out for the mopeds. We'll throw those on there just to keep them half dry. Everything else can pretty much get wet. It doesn't make a difference. And our fire's not to be. But we're all finished. I did have a problem on the way out, though. I'll show that to you real quick. I don't know what happened, but this came loose. I tightened it as best I could, but it's not the way it should be. These aren't the right bolts. That's what was in there when I got it, and I just made sure they were tight. But this bolt is bent underneath here real bad, so see how it moves. Hopefully, whenever I got weight put on it, it'll steady it up a little bit. We'll see what happens. And something else, the tail light cracked. Oh, and I lost the reflector. Actually, we have the reflector. We got to tape it back on. So far, that's it. We popped that fuse at one time when we had the heating element on, and the air conditioner just kicked on, and the refrigerator just kicked on. It popped the 30 amp fuse, but other than that, it's been good. So it's still day 3, and we have hours before we can leave. We can actually leave tomorrow at this time, or close to this time, but we got to get back home. So we started packing up. You can see a lot of the stuff is gone. We're going to leave the extra firewood for somebody. Most of the stuff is in the camper, and we're just moving at a good old slow pace. Got to put the mopeds up in there and the bicycles, and then all the chairs and stuff can stay in the camper. Again, our problem is that we have had a pop-up for so long and tent camping for so long that we're just used to not leaving anything in the camper. So we're trying to figure out still what can be left in the camper and what needs to stay out of the camper. We definitely had too much in the back of the truck on the way down. So we're going to put the heavy canopies in the camper and the coolers, because the weight of the camper is like 4,300 or 4,400 pounds, and I think it can hold 750 pounds, something like that, maybe more. I honestly don't remember. I don't know what the axles are rated at, but I know that the tires are overrated. I mentioned that before. So yeah, all we got to do is get all this stuff buttoned up, I got that problem with the weight distribution bar, so I'll have to take it easy on the way home. And then once we get loaded up here, we got to stop at the sanitation station and dump our gray tank. We're getting there. Like I said, we're taking our time. We've come to the conclusion now that when we bought this, we had 2 kids that went camping with us all the time. And we only used it like twice, maybe 3 times. Well, we just knew that we had a grill to be used in the camper, and it's a really nice one. It's an Aussie grill, and you can see how it's set up, and then it folds up to where basically you pull it with this handle and it rolls around on those wheels. Everything, you know, you can see it's a scissors leg. We don't need that big of a grill, so we'll clean it up even more than what it already is. I mean, inside it's pretty darn clean. We'll end up selling it. I think we're going to pick up a Weber Jumbo, something like that. It's about the right size for Heidi and I. Plus we have a Weber at home and we're used to cooking with it. Heidi's doing some housekeeping. And I've got to buy some new stabilization jacks so I can get rid of those things. Those things are really effective, but you can see what kind of a routine you got to go through to get them up on there. And of course we've got this thing leveled, which worked out really well. So we'll go ahead and pack this up and start on our way home. So maybe we'll catch you on the ride home. All right, so we're all loaded up and just in time. We got another storm coming in just like we thought.
Not working.
And we was checking all our lights. We got a few of them that are out because it's been sitting so long. Heidi's doing her best imitation at a light electrician. But we gotta lock the doors here, and we definitely are going to go dump the tanks now. I should lock both of them, but oh well. Now we gotta go dump the tanks and then we're on our way home. Did you hear that thunder? We beat it. And I don't know what's gonna happen here. We're not sure yet, so we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. It'll be fun. Alright, so here we are getting ready to dump our tanks. And it decided to rain. You can see on the radar here where we're at, kind of getting hammered, so we'll wait till that little burst goes by and it quits raining. We had somebody in front of us that was doing his tanks, so we'll sit in here in the air conditioning and wait until all this passes, and then we'll go out and make a mess. What's nice about it is everything will get rinsed away if I make a mistake. Well, we're on our way back. Heidi did all the septic. Ain't that right?
Yes, with gloves.
She did it with gloves. She did it all. I didn't touch hardly anything. So we'll start on our way back, and hopefully that weight distribution saddle that's on the driver's side of the frame of the trailer won't come loose with that bent bolt that's just kind of tightened. We'll see what happens, but we're on our way back home, and we got to go down a really bumpy road. It's so bumpy. It's a washboard. All right, so we're going to shut off the camera here and make sure that we get home safely. Then we got to figure out how to get it back in my driveway, because normally I drive through the yard, but our yard's soft when it rains, and I would bury this truck easily. It's only 2-wheel drive, so all right, we'll see what happens. Let's head on home. All right, we're back, aren't we?
Yes, I'm gonna cook on the grill again.
Isn't that funny? She comes home and cooks on the grill. We got the camper all leveled out. We moved it just a little bit from where it was before, but hardly at all. Sorry about the wind. We got wind here. Got some stuff hanging on the line. It's funny because all that rain that we had, we hardly had any rain here at all. I mean, I can tell by the ground that there's barely any, because this gets really soaked and there's no sun to dry it out, and you can see how it's just a little bit dark. All that rain that we had out there, they didn't even have rain today. It's kind of funny. Oh, we got somebody back here shooting. We got new neighbors that are a couple houses down, and apparently they just decided they want to shoot. I don't know what that's about. it's not like that we're really that rural, because where they're shooting, the only way they can be shooting is this direction. That direction out there, there's actually a development that's back there. Well, more back there, but still, I don't know. It's funny what people do. Look at this, how fast the dandelions grew while we were gone. I mean, I cut this grass really low, lower than I normally do, and that's why it's already up. Incredible. Well, anyways, we're back. Our daughter's, we picked her up on the way, and we got a birthday card inside and a cake, so that was nice of them. So I'm going to go inside. Heidi's going to cook on the grill. Again, sorry about the wind noise. She likes this grill because it's propane start. You just put charcoal in it and push a button, and once it's going, you turn off the propane. So that's it. That's our camping trip. And now I've got some work to do. The brake lines to do on the Honda. I have a mower that I have to pick up tomorrow or work on tomorrow. I have another mower that I got to call on. The guy needs new wheel bearings for a wheel horse. And then I can I can put those hooks on the safety chains. I mark the chains. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And if you like this video, click like or subscribe, and we'll get our next camping trip on there and all the preparation in between. Again, trying to go full time one day. We're learning as we go, that's for sure. The one thing that I learned about the whole trip was we got to quit packing our camper like a pop-up. Ain't that right?
Yes, absolutely.
We're going to leave stuff in there. Too much work. All right. Say bye, Heidi.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye. All right, so I closed out. We came home. Heidi cooked on the grill, and apparently the rain followed us because it's pouring. We got this window open. Usually the rain don't come in, but it's coming in here. It's pretty funny. Heidi just got finished on the grill. Like I said, the rain followed us home. Go figure that out.